Right. Righty-ho. The draw has just been done. And just putting it on the screen here. And I didn't get a buy. And I will play Gilesy, who is Rebecca Bell, a very good player, who was in the team in the club championship. So I'm going to go over to Heroes, where we have our little room. Hopefully Becca is in there. And hopefully I don't lose in the first round, because that would be embarrassing. So how do we make sure we get the right settings? Clock, standard. Yeah, I think so. Let's go challenge. So 5-point matches until the semis. And this is the lovely St Albans tournament, which I love and which I've played since about 2014, since I was a young boy. And we're going to be going back live. Okay, cancel challenge.
Game on.
Okay. Something wrong with the screen. What's going on here? I have to resize the screen if I can. Oh, and didn't realise that happens when you refresh.
Welcome.
You get booted out. Okay. No bother. Nay bother. External tournament. St Albans. I don't know why the screen resume. Why the screen went small. Okay, here we go. Zero viewers.
Game on.
Okay, that's better. So 5-1. 4-1 I have to hit twice. That's pretty obvious. Failing not to be hit back. She looks like she wants to play quickly. So I've already got 4 men back. What do I want? I want to roll a double 1. I believe I'll roll a 5-1. So yeah, this is a case of thinking too much. She's sort of overthinking. Just hit. Okay, so I make that. And then I really don't know whether I should hit. The problem, if I don't hit, is that she can just roll a 4 and make the point, which I definitely don't want. But the problem when I do hit is that I leave a lot of shots. I don't know what to do here. It seems right to hit somehow. Keep the back anchors. The other play is just to play a checker down to the 10 point. But then that doesn't really make that much sense. Maybe against someone who I think isn't quite as good as me, I can try and complicate. Maybe that's the case here, arguably. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, that was difficult. I had no idea what to do there. Zero idea. Hey, Reese. Oh, what happened? See, I lost concentration. I didn't realise she fanned. So 5, obviously this is clear, covering with the 3, bringing the 5 down because it's better serve being there than any other point where I can play the 5. Yeah, hi Reese. Hello, I was trying to say. So 3, I think now, I don't really want to split, but, or it's arguable, but there's no better 3, so I'm going to split. I'm going to split. For 1, obviously she can't do anything else, but play safe, especially as I've got the 5 points. She doesn't want to do anything fancy. And I guess I'm just going to make the 21. So have I improved my position by making the 21 point as opposed to having the 24 point? And I suppose the answer is yes. Yeah, difficult to know. So 4-2, not a good roll. She has to play behind, but at least she still has a number of checkers from where she just had to play the checker from. 6-4, I can play all the way out to the 11 point. So the first play that came to mind was the slotting the 3. But then I'm going to have pressure to move something. I'm going to run out of checkers to play, excluding if I don't count the checkers from the back. So I'm going to have to move my back checkers eventually, or possibly even next go. So I might as well get them moving now, and it duplicates the 4. Okay, so had I known she was going to roll that, I definitely wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was saying. Reese has just quite adeptly pointed it out. The reason I didn't state it clearly enough, I want to keep contact at the back. That was why I wanted to stay at the 24, on the 24. So I wasn't sure, you know, why I had this urge to leave the 24 point. I think it was with the 5-3, but with this 1-4, I believe, even though I'm behind in the race, I've got her prime more than she has me. So I just want to essentially come out from the back, play my checkers around and out from the back. She hits, but it's not the end of the world. So obviously I have to... I'm just checking, but the 4 point, hitting on the 4 point seems absolutely clear. Especially as she's got a checker loose on the 14 point. And, you know, even with that 4-3, you know, this is a reasonably likely variation. And because I've got the 5 point, I don't have to worry too much. If she wants to cube me, that's not such a good roll. Or is it? No, I don't know where to hit. So I've got some concern. I know I can hit, and I will be hitting, that my checker on the 22 point is a bit vulnerable. And so something to watch out for should she roll 5s at some point. Anything with a 5 in. I suppose I have to hit from the mid. It's still, however, I think, 7 shots. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. And what about 3-3? That hits as well. That's 8 shots as opposed to about 15. Yeah, this is difficult. I don't know. It says, please check the video resolution. The current resolution is not optimal. Is it coming through clearly? Okay, so I don't know what to do here. I mean, I suppose even if I get hit with a 1, I send a second checker back. That must be a feature of the position. Clearly now being like 30 odd pips behind, I can't double. But obviously I do have to hit a second checker, and I think bring down a 3 for the cover. Yeah, every time I broadcast on YouTube, so she rolled a 4. But I can't complain. Got myself in a decent position. So a 3 would be good. I'm worried about having that checker on the 6-2. She's probably going to cube because she's quite aggressive cube-wise. Thanks. Nice to know, Reese, that the stream's okay. Thanks for letting me know. So I thought she would cube there, and I wouldn't have known immediately what to do. So yeah, I'm hoping that I win, that I have a reason to keep broadcasting, but I suppose if I lose, then I'll just talk through other people's matches and talk about what they're doing and what they should be doing. Yeah, so the fact that I've got 3 men in the air, is she playing on? I guess she's playing on now. But I'd far rather be in this position where she's playing on for one extra point, just for 2 points, than having cubed and there being some chance of losing 4. Even though it goes without saying. So what have we got here? How did it get to this? So what if I roll an ace? Is she going to cube? Am I going to take? If she rolls like double 1s, double 3s, she should switch, I think. If she rolls double 5, maybe, she can hit loose. Tricky little play. Just what does she want? Does she want to make the 11 points? These are questions. One of the questions that she should be asking herself. Does she does? I don't think she wants to leave a 1-6 and a 5-6. And the question is, if I hit, will she cube? She probably should do. Will I be taking? So here, it could be too good. I don't think so, though. I mean, again, some players suffer from this syndrome where when there are elements of too good to double in the position, but also elements of not being good enough, they stay away from making a decision. And they just, instead of thinking about cubing, they inevitably don't double at all. You've got to make a decision one way or the other, whether it is in fact a no double or a double, or whether you think it's a double pass. Okay, so I want to come out to the 15, but I don't want to get hit. I can hit from the 18, but that's much too big, I think. Maybe it's okay, but I'm going to try just not to get gammoned. So is she going to cube here? I know that I have a... Now I have to leave. The 6 is forced. No, it's not. I can actually make the 2 point. And I think I will, because I just don't want to give her all those shots. And if I'm lucky, I can roll a 5 next go, and I'll be good. And now if I roll a 6, I suppose I'm going to have to hit with all the... Okay, no. So I guess I have to hit from the 18 point and pick it up. Or maybe not. But I'm definitely going to hit. Oops. So the 4 is going to hit. Still a lot of shots if I pick the checker up. I think it's too big to leave it there, so I'm just going to pay off to some 2s and 1s. Okay. I suppose my goal is to just try and get round without getting hit, and therefore not getting gammoned. It seems that as if she's sort of decided she's not going to double. Maybe because the position's not very familiar. I can understand that. So that again, it's a kind of a mixed blessing, because now if I roll a 4 or an 8 or a 10, I kind of have to hit, or I have to at least think about whether I should be hitting. And then there's tremendous potential for blundering. Okay, I could even just lose a run in gammon now. But at least I won't have to use any mental energy in my decision. Yeah, this is looking... If I don't hit, then... Wow. This could be difficult. This could be difficult. But at least it's only going to be 2. Unless I forget to save the backgammon. I've got to at least make it until when the Champions League starts. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much unsavable. Or maybe unsavable. Yeah, I think. Sort of big feeling of having done something wrong, but I don't think I did. I mean, I was just...
New game.
I think Becca should have thought about doubling. Okay, so 2-0 down is an interesting score. Obviously, cube aggressively, but I think even after this 6-1, it might not be a double. So she has to play the 6 from the 8 point. It's forced. And the 1, if she splits, I'll probably cube. If she doesn't split, I might still cube. Okay, so now reasons to cube, because you might roll double 6, double 4, double 5 puts 2 men in the air. So you can't afford to keep the cube centered, especially when you're 2-0 down in a 5-point match, even against someone who you think is playing worse than you. And there's always a chance that she'll pass. I don't think she'll pass because she's not the type of person, but still, I've got good reasons for putting the cube on 2, and it can work out quite well.
Your opponent takes.
Okay, and now, so she thought a little bit. Now I can hit twice, and but if I hit twice, I don't give myself a chance of actually clearing the 18 point. Whereas the other play, hitting and going to the 13, gives myself, well, partially clears it, which is what I want to do. Feels right to play from the 18, but I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure at all. There's definite merit in hitting twice. Definite merit in hitting twice. Especially to get the G. Okay, I changed my mind. That's weird. Usually I wouldn't... It felt like it was the 18, 17 jobby first. Okay. Now without hesitation, don't really mind if I get hit back. Would prefer to be hit back than her roll that, that's for sure. Yeah, that was a bummer. Now I think I have to hit and make the point. She's got a blotting board. She has a blotting board. I mean... Maybe? I don't know. That's a fantastic roll, so I think I just leave the shot. Got to clear the 17. That seems pretty easy. Hope not to get hit with a 2. So what do we have here? We're like 40 pips up. We're just like a double 4 or double 6 away from bringing it home and going 2-all. Well, that. So 3s could be a little bit awkward. if we carry on rolling them. Double 3 will, okay. I believe in from the back, but that should be okay now for 3s. 3s are going to play from the burr. Just the 4th one, 6-4 maybe. And like tiny chances now I see of a running gammon. I think maybe just put a man checker on the 3-point. Could have brought one in for sure. Probably not a big difference. I think I bring it in. Trying to clear it now. Okay, so yeah, the double 6. I mean, I was about to say if she rolls another one. That's pretty nifty. So I got no men on the 5-point. I mean, I should be okay here. That helps. Okay, big favourite now. Nothing to worry about. Nada. What did I do?
Move.
Oh yeah. Misclick potential. I'm still only 80, what am I, 80, 80? 85? Bit more now. Yeah, I mean, even now she rolls like she rolls double 6. Where's my gin? Where's... 2 off, yeah, sets it up. Ooh. 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 Alright, so 2 all. I had to work hard for that. So splitty. Okay, so not a bad. After 3-1, obviously she goes big favourite, but being able to escape the man is pretty decent. Makes it easy to play. I can dupe the 4 if I come all the way out, but I think that's gives her too many shots. It gives her 6-5 as well. So I want to make a point. She would have hit. Delighted that I didn't run. Good play, making the 20. She's a big favourite. I would like to come up, but I don't think I can afford to. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Interesting score, 3-away, 3-away. Like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So not being able to cover the 4-point is a bummer. She, hopefully, if I just keep playing at this sort of pace, without thinking too much about the moves, she's not going to double. This is like what happens. Okay, now she makes the burr. I will probably, unless I roll an ace, I probably won't think... What? Whoa. Okay, this could be right. I didn't, but I'm not saying... I just didn't see it. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's play something. I don't think I want to come up to the 22, but I just wanted to play quickly. I believe she... Pretty sure she needs to double that, because... Good things can happen. Good play, just leaving the 6-1 and the 5-2. If she didn't double that, she's not going to double this, right? And it's just kind of a horrible feeling where you're just hoping that your opponent doesn't double. If she doubles now, of course I take, so that makes it easy for me. So, questionable double 3 by Becker. I don't know if I think I had to make the 11. I guess this behind, but blocking to double 6, double 4, and thinking about when I might be able to double. I think I have to block on the 2 point there. She might well come out with a 5-2. With a 5 point board, this can't be anywhere near a double. And I just got to hit. It leaves 14 shots, but I don't think I can just let her run. However, I'm not sure. Like, could she cube if I pick and pass? She could do, but I don't think it would be a good cube. Am I missing of something? Yeah, it might be close, this actually. It might not be right to hit. So what is going on? I'm 10 pips down. I'll be 2 pips down, but I'll be only blocking 6s and 4s. She's just going to be able to run. I suppose even if she comes in on the 2 point, she hasn't like won. I don't know. Okay, so I think against Becca I wouldn't. Probably isn't even a double, but you know, it's too easy for the person just to roll a 6. Of course I have to cover. I could make the 7 point, but I think I have to switch. Well, actually, I don't know. 1. Make the 7. So what's going on here? If I make the 7, she rolls a 4, then I'm going to have 6s and 4s to hit her with. Maybe this is better. So it's only double 4 is blocked. With the other way, she rolls double 5 from the bar. Have I got 1 to play? Maybe this is better, and then just cubing if she doesn't roll a 4. Seems fishy. This play seems fishy to me. So she would have fanned. Yeah, I mean, what am I thinking about? Why would I do that? So I think now I have to cube, and I think she can take. So that play was bullshit, really. Yeah, she fans. So much of the time she just stays on the bar and doesn't get to use all those pips. I don't think this is a pass. What is she going to do though? Fuck, I'm clueless. So yeah, the instinct play is always right, and my instinct was just to switch with double 1, and then I talked myself out of it. So I got some iffy numbers here, I suppose. Like, what? Like, I just wanted to pass. I don't even want to think about them. Yeah. And then I was thinking about the time.
Your opponent drops.
Okay.
New game.
I'm pretty happy with that, I think. So if she was going to pass there, then the double 1 play wasn't so bad. I mean, then again, it might well have been a pass. So she's got oodles of time. Okay, she comes out and hits. She definitely needs to hit, but now she gets hit back twice. That's a decent return, but I definitely gained from the sequence. And now if I can just roll a 6 or like, yeah, this, make the 5. I hopefully shouldn't be getting cubed for a long while. She should just hit on the 4 point, I think. Seems natural. Yep. Okay. The consolation is that she didn't make the 4 point. 4-3, clean up, maybe. Maybe not, but just play something quickly. I've only got 1 minute 33, so she should definitely come to the 21, that's obvious. And maybe come out all the way, covering the outfield. Any other 5 isn't as useful. Okay. Just try and keeps the 3 that she would need to make to make my 4 point. And that's a good start. She needs 25% to take, so when I get round to when my winning chances get in the 73% range, I will start cubing. I don't think we're there yet. It's definitely not with this checker loose on the 15 point. I can just play safe. So how many shots am I giving? Doesn't seem right to play safe. How many shots? So 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 4, but she's got a block. Okay, it just seems right to hit, but am I going to be playing on for a gammon anyway? Okay, so this is like around the 70% range, maybe. But I think against Becca, I just roll here. Okay. Nice 3. I think she's got to come out. So now definitely not cubing. Now I regret. Okay, she's not getting very lucky. She's like not covered the 4 point. Oh, she can hit. Jesus. Now she should be cubing. Fuck. That was harsh. So she's obviously going to cube the fact that she's thinking. Yeah, she just plays on. So unless she was... Wow, look at that. Unless she was going to pass... Unless she was going to pass that possible cube action, now if she cubes, it's like really difficult to take part. It looks like a take.
Your opponent doubles.
Yeah, I mean... She could roll like boxes even or something like that. 2-1. But against her... Yeah, I should take, but I think I'm just going to let it go.
You drop. New game.
Yeah, I would take that normally, I think. I would take that. That was tough. That was tough. Tough game. And 2. Make the 3, I guess. So the goal here is to try and get her to pass, hopefully. Make the 4. Yeah, lots of thoughts going through my mind, like whether or not. I mean, I think this cube was a pretty easy take. Might not even be a double, but I just don't want to. I don't want to get into dodgy positions when I think I fancy my chances. Two away. It's interesting that she's not cubing either. I think I have to make the 5. Maybe I have to cube after this. If she doesn't roll a 6. Maybe I even have to cube now, because if I roll a 4... a question is, if I don't roll a 4, am I going to be passing? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just pass. So, yeah. Maybe I will just be passing. So glad not having rolled a 4 that I didn't cube. Obviously not passing. What am I talking about? So she doesn't cube. Okay, fine. So I've still got life. I mean, she might roll big, like double 6. She might have rolled big. I mean, she didn't. So now, again, she didn't cube. So that argues in favour of me not doubling there. And again argues in favour of the pass in game 4. I mean, unless it was... So...
Your opponent doubles.
I'm not sure why she didn't...
You drop.
Why she didn't cube, so...
New game.
Yeah, but she didn't. Okay. For...
Illegal move.
So
Illegal move.
I want to come up, I think. Yeah, okay, let's come up and slot. What will she do here? Okay, she goes for it. A 2 is good, can't complain. I think 5 down, but not sure. So, I have to make it. It's not looking good with 21 seconds. Again, missing. So of course she shouldn't hit, but it just gives her a decision. Okay. Now it's getting really uncomfortable because it looks like I'm going to lose one. Oh, 20 seconds. And she's not likely to leave a shot either. So many numbers don't leave a shot, and then there are numbers that point on me as well. So she's looking pretty good. And now I have to leave her an ace. Okay, so that leaves a shot. If I can hit, I have like some chance of gammoning. So what should she do here? Just play 13 to 3, leaving 8s and 1s. Problem with making the 2 point is that she still has to clear the midpoint. So what else left to shot here? 6-2, 6-3. Ah, 2 down, of course. Nice play. I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. I don't know why. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so it's looking really thin. She'll just play 7 to 4. F6 is forced. This is really horrible. Just gotta hope for like one of her like maybe 2 bad numbers that she's got. Okay, so if I make the ace, I've got a chance. Should she hit? If I make the ace, so maybe she should hit. I think that's what she's thinking about. Okay, no thought. It's just like a 1-6, but any one, I will take any one. I think she has to give it to me. Well, maybe not. Okay, the question is now, do I actually make it or not? I don't think I do. Okay, maybe I should have done. Okay, she's not switching twice, which she should definitely do. Okay, it's over. What a tough match. Dreading to see the analysis, which we will go through. Okay, a little bit of hope with double 3. Okay, no, actually, because she can just play 4 to 1. Shot. It doesn't feel like I'm going to hit. It feels like I've got no chance. It feels... Yeah. Okay. Well played. Well played. And let's see how badly I did.
You played on expert level.
Jeez, that is really bad. Alright, let's save the match. Let's save the match and go to XG. We will go to XG. In 1 second. Just getting it configured. So how do I do this? Where's my match? Where's my shitty match? Ah, okay. Alright, stick with me. Let's have some analysis. It's just opening it up now. I promise. Yeah, so I definitely played worse than... I definitely play better when I don't think about it. That's for sure. And she played well. It seemed like she didn't play well. So what have we got here? Let's reverse the board. 4-1. 5-3. Ah, I remember this. And then I had this 5-3 where I was thinking, should I hit or not? And the computer doesn't mind the hit, so I really wasn't sure about that. Then 5-3, she made the thingy. Oh yeah, this is where I had this 2-1. So the 5-3 was right. I'm not sure whether Reese was saying that he wouldn't have played that, but it was right. And then the 2-1, it's just right to stay back, but not by a long margin. And then this 6-4 is going to be a humongous blunder. So what was... The first play I noticed was 13-3, which is obviously going to be the right play. But why am I... What makes me look at this and change my mind? And yeah, I was talking about how I was going to have to move the back checkers anyway. But even after a roll like 2-2, I would have been so much better off. Even just one roll, you can see that I would have been better off keeping the 21 point. I suppose there was always a possibility of not having to run next go, or maybe rolling a double and not leaving a man on the 4 point slightly vulnerable. I don't really get it, but so anyway, I came in, it looked good. I mean, it seemed like the right play to me afterwards, coming in like this, 3-3, having to hit 5-2. I thought about this for a long time, but basically figured you need to send the second man back. Hope someone's still watching. Anyone still there? Anyone still with me? Yeah, we got 4 of you. Yay! That's good. So I'm pretty okay with my place. 3-4, 3-2 is easy, and then so she should have cubed here. Strange one with both of us with checkers in the air. But again, I'm looking at my I'm looking at the 22 point, and it's only got one checker on that's vulnerable. After this analysis, I'm going to go to other games. Maybe this analysis is a bit boring, but we're going to go to other games and just basically troll them because I'm pissed off. So yeah, she did, and then she just wasn't thinking about cubing. As it happens, it was, I mean, it's pretty strong for her. So I can't remember what I was thinking there. I guess I was passing at some points, probably there. And here, is this too good? Must be, by a country mile. So, why should I come out with bar 18? That seems a bit weird. This 5-2 here, leaving myself vulnerable to being hit and getting gammoned. I've just figured if I don't come out, I can kind of try not to get gammoned, which is why I made all these funny plays, like with the 6-4. Yeah, nice play. I didn't play so badly. I just made like maybe some blunders with the 1-1. 18, the 4-3 play was right, and she's playing on, I guess, all here, which is fine on reflection. And then I almost got gammoned anyway. I mean, I got gammoned. I got gammoned anyway. Okay, so where did we go wrong here? So, yes, she made this split play. Then yeah. Okay, so it wasn't big, but what was my instinct? So what I always try and do is remember what my instinct was, and then kind of make a mental note of whether my instinct was better than my thought play. And I think my instinct was from the 18, but I wasn't clear. The instinct wasn't clear. And then I did well. This 1-6 I wasn't comfortable with. I made all nice plays. I sensible, justified. 1-1, slightly wrong. Yeah, I actually thought about that, but okay, we'll just. I basically passed a no double, right? That's probably what happened, but I did it on purpose. You see, okay. So we got here. My 5-3 was right. I called the 3-3, and then yeah, she missed this big double. She didn't double again. Then, like, even after my 5-2, yeah, maybe, yeah, I can see that. And then, okay, so the 6-2 was a tremendously big blunder. Okay, so that is just a genuine mistake. I had no idea. Okay, that I have to take with the take the medicine there. My instinct was to hit, and then it looked nice not to hit, but I don't get this. I will have to study. What did we have? My double one was good, and then it was a pass. Okay, so all my bullshit about it being a take. Fair enough. So I've made one huge boo-boo, which so we got to 3-2, and I was looking good until this kind of shit happened. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have hit. Okay, fine, that I can stomach. I mean, I didn't know it was such a big blunder. And then double 6 I played quickly. Fine, I can believe that that's a mistake. And then, so after, wait, hold on. After her 5-3, is this not a cube? It's too good. Okay, I'm kind of pleased now that this was a pass, because I mean, a take. I mean, I thought it was an easy take. But I, maybe rightly or wrongly, considered that I'd be better off passing. I mean, she only wins 11% gammon, so probably not a good decision. I mean, my instinct was easy take. Easy take. Fair enough. So, double 3. She played pretty well, actually. So, I should have doubled before the double 1. Yeah, obviously I know that I should double here, but I got away with it, as I explained during. She didn't double. Like, no reason not to double. She's a big favourite here. In fact, it wouldn't. I mean, well, it's not close. My take point's about 30%, so it's getting close to that. So the fact she didn't double, then it doesn't like my 3-1. I don't really know why. And again, she didn't double. So I got away with just losing 1 point, which is clearly a big deal, and not losing the match there and then. That's a massive thing, so I've got to be happy with that. And then it's not finished analysing. So what we did wrong was this 6-2, where we didn't play safe. Huge blunder. Then the 5-4. The pass, I'm not sure whether it was. I'm kind of now, this pass here where I passed at 3-2 up, I'm now starting to think that, yeah, I probably should have taken. So if I had to give myself a blunder, it wouldn't be 0.29, maybe it would be like more in the order of 0.1. So I think I should be taking against Becca here. And then I just got blown out of the water. Here, 4-1, all good. Just couldn't do anything. Did I have any? All good. Had to make the 2 point. Her 6-4 was good. For some reason I didn't see that. And oh yeah, my 5-1. So 2-1. Where? Yeah, she could have hit. So she's right not to hit. Yeah. So my 5-1 was right. Leaving more shots. She didn't switch, and I just got really unlucky. So yeah, I played I played okay. Let's go back to the tournament because let's see how they're doing. Yeah, the pass, I was low on time. That's definitely a time thing. Let's go to the draw. We want to see who's playing. We want to see what the matches are. So John Barnes is through to the... John Barnes is playing the winner of Rebecca, who just beat me. So 4 players are taking their seats in the quarters, and so we've got 6 of 6 GLZ, which we'll watch. We've got Eugene Pritchard versus Mike Mouliner. We've got Willem versus Sal. We've got Alexander Polden versus David Nathan. So let's take our pick of the matches and let's do some trolling. Okay, so this is one of the round of 16. What happened? Either they finished or I didn't actually click the button. Click. There we go.
Let's continue.
Right, so we got Willem. Willem on bottom. What's happened here? And Salvador on the top. Salvador's a strong player. Willem is not so strong. We got the PRs on the board. Is anyone still watching? Yeah. Why? What better way could there be? Okay, so Willem can bring this home. So he only needs to win. Is it Crawford? Doubles takes. Where's the cube? No, okay. Oh, I see. So Sal doubled in this position and Willem took, which is you wouldn't want to take, I suppose, because you're not favourite. So that's why it's a big red mark by the takes. So what have we got here? What's going on? So they both hit on the ace point with their fives, respective fives. Okay, this is difficult. So Willem doesn't want to lose a gammon. He just doesn't want to get hit here, even though Sal's got a 3-point board. So he can't. Obviously, he could play 3. He could play 3 to 2, 3 to 1, lifting the 3-point. Would that be ridiculous? Yep. So he still has to leave a 1. If Sal hits, he can just... Look, there are 4 blots. What's this lying about? Okay, so massive fan. Massive fan. He still can't cover, but I think he needs to make the 8. What's he doing? Yeah, this is funny enough. This is the first play I saw. Why wouldn't you just make the 8? I mean, you do want to escape, so there's reason. Okay, computer likes it. Another massive fan. Double 3. He still can't cover. All the guy wants to do is cover. Give the guy a break. I don't know how he should play this, but all I know is that he just wants to cover the man on the ace point. As soon as he covers it, he's happy. Okay, that was weird, but good play. Now he can cover. Finally. And it's looking like... Yeah, it's pretty much over because Sal's got no 5-point, no 4-point. Yeah. Still in the air. I mean, there's a chance. Doesn't want to clear his 14. It's difficult. Again, I have no idea, so I can't even troll because I don't really know what the right play is. Okay. I think I would have... Okay, now he can just leave a 4-2, I suppose. Obviously, there's sense in bringing 2 down, because then you get both of them closer. Small. Looks like Sal's going through. I mean, Willem. It's going to be very, very thin for Sal. Basically, he has to hit. Even this isn't good enough. He'll slot the 5. He'll come out. Anyone still watching? Two. It's okay. It's okay. We're giving Willem this match. So Willem goes through to the quarters. What other matches did we have? What other matches? No, I don't think was Chris. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was one. Was this one?
Let's continue.
I don't think it was one. No, it wasn't. We don't want to watch a consolation match, that's for sure. Fuck that for a pack of biscuits. Who else was playing? None of them are playing. So going back to the draw, the 2 people that are sticking with this wonderful coverage, we are looking for the Alex Polden, David Nathan. All of these guys are playing in the other Heroes server, obviously. Robin Banks, Gilsey, Eugene Pritchard. So we're gonna scoot over to the other heroes. So we click into the address bar. We put a 3 after the S. We enter.
Welcome.
Come on.
Welcome.
Okay. Very confusing having 2 tournament rooms. Here we go. And so let's go with Robin Banks is
Let's continue.
Andy Gibson, great player, great bloke, and Rebecca she's playing 14 after playing a 5. Now she decides to play like a demented rat. And Robin's playing 18. Okay, so it's 2-1 to Rebecca. Let's see what's happening here. Let's say try and make some sensible comments. 4-2, I think he should just take the opportunity to split his back checkers. Yep. No better time. He's got the 5 point. Why not? 6-1. She can just make the bar and dupe 4s. 2-1's not good because she's basically leaving herself vulnerable. 6-5 is pretty good because it makes the 3 point, but it doesn't make the 5. Okay, so now that he's made the 5 point, he goes favourite for sure. And the fact is, he's 4 away, 3 away, so he's trailing, and it shouldn't make any difference now. They've both got anchors, but it might have an impact on whether Becca eventually can leave her 21 point anchor. Since if she does, then Andrew's going to be more inclined to cube at this score, trying to win a doubled gammon, trying to win 4 points. I've still got my 2 viewers. I got 4. So double 4 is not a good roll. So he just has to make the 4 point and the 2 point. I'm not sure if he's played anything yet. Clearly, the reason it's not good is because he can't come out. That's what he wants to do. Excuse me. So Becca's white. Yeah, she should just make the 4 point. I think. I mean, this could be okay. I didn't see that. I didn't even consider it, but it does make a prime. But I think the 4 point was more important. Now she leaves her back checkers even more stranded. I'm doubt that Andrew's thinking about cubing. I just think he's doing something else. I would say he's a slight favourite, even though Becca's got a better prime than him, because he's got the 5 point and she's got an open 4 point. So if Andrew, you're watching, don't stop watching, because you're one of my only 4 viewers, so I need you. So Andrew's one of the viewers. No, you're doing beautifully. I mean, you're both doing well. 6-2, which is where I blundered massively last go. So just normal. Usually if you make the normal play, your gut play, and don't think, then you're going to be okay. Yeah, just clear the 9 point, I think. And then after that horrible 6-2, Andrew definitely goes favourite, but he clearly can't double. There's nothing here. Knew I played 4-4 wrong. You didn't play 4-4 wrong. You didn't, actually. I was Oh, it was close. But she's, according to this 2-ply, Becca's play was slightly better than mine. So 3-2 just looks like a simple 2-in jobby. Although you don't really want to play the 2. You want to play the 3. Yeah, you just want to keep it like this. Yeah, this is possible, because now you keep the checker on the 8 point. But yeah, nice. Nice, very nice. Now she should just make the 4 point. Like, she hasn't got much of a prime anyway, so giving up the 8 point is no big whatever the word is. It's not going to hurt her position too much. And making the 4 is, yeah. Glad to see the last one come in. Thought she was going to do something fancy. And then, it's like arguable whether or not that double 2 has actually made her position worse. I think it's probably improved her position. 6-3, I would come out, and I would think long and hard about it, but I would come out. I mean, there's the greebles, and yeah, so you're leaving 10s, and that's it. So obviously, having come out and been missed, Andrew goes big favourite, but he ain't going to be cubing until he's got like some sniff at a gammon. Well, whilst Becca's got the 21 point, she's safe as houses. Yeah, I mean, John, if you're watching this stream, how is it that she played so well last round? It's not as if I'm even reading your comment verbatim off the screen, and now she's playing double figures. What? How could that be? That can't be. That's not fair game. Something's foul. Something's afoot in the Kingdom of Denmark, or wherever it is. Double 6, fabulous roll. She misses. She could even think about coming out. What do you come out? Leave 7s and 8s? Maybe. Nice.
Very lucky.
Very lucky as well. So now it's so double-edged. He can't cube. I don't think he could cube, but he's gonna hit, leaving. A lot of shots. He leaves a lot.
Very lucky.
Fuck me. Double 1. What about cubing?
Amazingly lucky.
What was amazingly lucky? Oh, the double two. Oh, I see.
Epic luck.
So we had something like very lucky, amazingly lucky, followed by epic luck. And we got a brutal in the comment box from John Barnes. Ooh, brutal! I don't know where that voice is from. So she's just going to win a gap, like a gap. Oh my God, double one as well. Is anyone still watching? 4 people. That's 2 people. That's disappointing. Down from 4. But her gammon chances are, I mean, what are they? Seven. They must be, and they could even be in the 8. Could they be in the 8? How does she play this? So, no, don't you play this safe? She's probably poor Becca's probably feeling all the pressure of having such a great player watch her and stream. Okay, so she should have taken 3. I was completely wrong. Just take 3 off. I'm so bad at this game. And now after a double 6, Andrew can definitely save it. I mean, he's big favourite now.
Amazingly lucky.
Amazingly lucky, but big favourite to save it. And she didn't have a chance to cube, so she was never going to win the match in this game, but she would have gone 4-1 up. Unless something weird happens, it's going to be 3-1. We'll stick with this match, all 2 of you, because it looks exciting. And then I might have to just shoot off when the Champions League starts. If only 2 people are watching. I mean, 4. Beautiful!
Doubles. New game.
I reckon if I started charging for the stream, maybe more people would think, oh, it must be worth something. So I'll come and watch. Okay. So we got 3-1. We got the classic backgammon score. 5-2 is not great. I don't think I would come out, but that's got to be reasonable. Okay, small error. 6-3 she'll split and come down to the 7 point. And now Andrew just wants one of his, like, maybe 8 good numbers. That's not such a bad number. Hitting twice because you've got... Yeah, I would hit twice. You've got some men on the 5 point to follow up with. You're just really, really upset when you get hit back. It's harsh, especially when you're 3-1 down. So I would come in on the 22, just play to the 11. If this has got to be a bit wrong. Yeah, it is. So she'll hit. Even though it's 3-1, I think it's right to hit because it's so strong when you get missed. Gets hit back, so it's all nip and tuck. Wait, hold on. How do you play this? So she could just go to the 16. I think she's got to make... She can't hit, I believe. I don't believe she can hit loose. She's not going to point on the 3 point, so that's definitely the second. Maybe hitting? I wouldn't hit. No, it didn't like hitting. Just make the 4 point. 16 was okay, but not best. So is this a follow-up double 4? No, okay, it's not.
Lucky.
So Andrew doesn't mind the game like this. He's got 5 of her men back, right? And there's some gammon potential. And even now he should be thinking about cubing. I'm not saying he should be cubing, but he should think, he's got 6 minutes on the clock. Unless he's trying to get her to take passes and pass takes and stuff like that, and he's got timing tells, then aside from those shenanigans, he should just put a little bit of thought into cubing. Now she's made the 5 point, it's like he's got nothing. In and out is beautiful. And then again, now in and out again, he's like closing in, even though she's got 5 point. Probably nothing. It's probably nothing even at this score, but it's getting there. It's like when you get close to cubes, or when you think you do, you have to start thinking, and that's a kind of, even though it's great to be in a position where you can cube, it means that you have to start engaging your mental processes, and that uses energy. So it's always a mixed blessing. It's almost like great in a way to play backgammon and just be on the bar for the whole time, and then you just don't have to think. Or you want some thought, you want a mixture of difficult plays and some easy ones. You don't want like a massive struggle the whole game, because it's not chess. Otherwise we'd just play chess. Although we're obviously not clever enough to play chess. So what have we got here? So she made a funny play with the 5-3. Is that because she could have come out? So we haven't cubed yet. And like I say, Andrew should be, all he should be focused on is when he's going to be cubing. And he should be thinking about his opponent and when they might be taking, when they might be passing, factoring that in. So 4-1, I think he has to make the 12 point because he doesn't want to leave shots. Not that he's, whether it's not, the point is not that you're thinking whether the 12 point is a good point. You just can't leave shots. 6-5 or whatever it was, so you have to button up. And I think this is probably reasonable to cube. So now he will have to leave shots. No, he just hasn't seen it. He hasn't seen it. So you just make the 7 surely. I mean, yeah. Leaving 7s and 8s. Is that a good role for her? In any case, I'm thinking about the cube implications for him. So the natural play looks to come out from the 20 point and swing them round to the 10, leaving the back anchor. You don't want to come out from the 21. You want contact. So important. Yep. She agrees with me. And now, being 15 pips up, it's worth thinking about. Like, you know, what if you roll a 3-1 and she doesn't roll a 2?
Your opponent doubles.
Okay, yeah, this has got to be reasonable. I mean, he might well have missed some doubles. It's difficult without having enough time. It's difficult to say. And she's thinking, but I don't think that means she's passing. I just think it means she's thinking. It's not inconceivable that she'll pass. It's not inconceivable. Taking into account that she's taking some time. Can we get this up to 5 viewers? Call your friends, get your family in on the action. So yeah, now that this has gone on for 30 seconds, it's more than conceivable that she'll pass. She's thinking about like what happens if he rolls a double 1. Or she's just maybe just looking at the position and thinking, well, he's escaped all his checkers. We got 5. Bish, bash, bosh. She passes. Incredible. So he missed some doubles. The pass was 1-1-6. So not disastrous. I mean, nowhere near as big as my take. Wrong pass. But he did miss some doubles. With the eye, yeah, he missed. Whoa! Oh, tiny double. So all good. And with 3-2. So what have we got here? What's the thinking? We're thinking what we don't want to hit because we're being careful. That's a good thought, but I think you're going to hit anyway. What's the alternative? So it's not dangerous. When you've got a 4 point, the 4 point, you've got a better board and you've got the 4 point in that better board, then hitting is not that dangerous. But the computer lovely, dupes the 4s. Okay, so she was right. She was absolutely right not to hit. just grepsing. Double six is not immediately apparent to me. Like, you just want to get your checkers round. You don't want to have to hit and do this and then have her come in on the 5 point, the 4 point, or the 3 point. You don't want that. But what was his alternative?
Very
Now
lucky.
he's forgot that he's 3 away. She's 2 away. So I don't see why you wouldn't
Your
cube
opponent
this. And
doubles.
she's gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, you have to just take your time for even for me. For me,
Middle game.
oh, she passes really quickly. Excellent. Excellent. I mean, maybe that. I think the roles should be reversed. I should be playing. They should be commentating. So 4-1. Is anyone who's no? So he hasn't doubled. He's going to try and trick her. So for me, with the 5-4, you'd want an extra spare on the 8 point. So you don't run, but this is okay. It dupes the 3s to some extent. Okay, small mistake. 4-2. She's just going to make the 4 point. Obviously better than making the 9. What's going on? So he wants to double. Well, it's never a mistake to double, but if he fancies his chances, he prefers not to double and not to put the game
Your
on the
opponent
line.
doubles.
I mean, what's he got? He's got 8s. Even if he
Your
rolls an
opponent
8,
takes.
he didn't have. What was his market loser? Double 4. So after this 4-2, you can see that he's a slight favourite, but she's going to have way more than the 30% she needs to be able to take. 4-5 is a great roll. I think you just try and escape and fade 6-5, 2-1 and all 3s. I mean, it's horrible when you get hit back, of course. Okay, so that's a kind of a booby prize, getting 20 pips. It's okay though. It's a boobini, so she can run actually. She must go to the 16. That's a must. Do we agree? She must go to the 16 because she's going to be 4 pips up after the roll, right? So just putting 2 on the 8 to start with means that she's gone wrong, even if she does end up going to the 16. Okay, so interesting. Maybe not fatal. I mean, the computer thinks it's just not good. So she should have gone all the way. But sometimes people figure that they don't want to race. They think they're not going to roll well. It's a bit weird. You can't think like that, I don't think. But or maybe she just didn't consider the race. So now she's ahead in the race, but she's blocked. And she's even more blocked now. Now that he's going to make the 9 point for sure. Oh yeah, well, of course he's even more blocked. I didn't realise that the 11 points blocking nothing. So now double 5s is blocked. That's one of the main reasons that you must run when you're ahead in the race. I wouldn't do this. I would block double 5s. Just natural play is 11 and 9. This is natural. This is has a reasonable possibility of coming home safely. I forgot. Oh yeah, he cubed. Yeah, okay. We dealt with that. And he must be favourite, like, just because, excluding before the 6-2, but even after the 6-2 he's favourite. And it's just horrible because, like, you might be correctly or incorrectly tricked into playing 11-3, leaving 4 numbers. I probably would go for this, right? He's still 5 pips in front, so she can do some funny splitting plays, even when she's behind. But I don't think you want to leave 4 shots when the person's got a 4 point board. And okay, it was close. It was close. According to 2ply, which isn't, so she would have hit. So if I'm Andrew, I'm like thanking my lucky stars that that I didn't make that play. you know, that's all part of the game. So 4-3, I think you should just bring 2 men down. You can't afford to waste these pips and put these checkers in on points that you don't want them to be at. 5-3. Whoa. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I thought about clearing the 11, but this is probably good because your race lead isn't that big. If I have 4 viewers, I'm going to carry on. As soon as it goes down to 3, you can go fuck yourselves, and then and I'm going to watch the Champions League. And don't forget to donate. Patreon.com, the Backgammon Academy. Let's have another like, maybe. So 4-3, yeah. I mean, although he's hardly got a race lead, he's a big favourite. When I say big, he might be like 60-40, but that's big. In backgammon, that's big. He's sort of 1 or 2 good rolls away from locking it up. If he rolls like a boxes, he's like, that's it. He's done. He's done and dusted. He's got it in. He's got it in the bag. And I think he's going to be playing Barnsley. Oh, and I didn't see there's a 6-4. This is like now. This is the kind of position like I had with the 6-2, where I sort of thought I had to hit. This is different. So if she does do that, which I think she has to, I think she has to hit. I mean, go. Right? Yeah. Brutal. Obviously, you leave no shots. That's just. I mean, there's chance. 5 is good, so it's not over. The guy can roll 5s, 3s, or 2s. Failure to pick and pass. So she's going to get 5-6 for some joy. She's not going to hit it. She's going to roll. She could roll a 5. 5. No, okay. It's a little bit awkward for him. For Andrew. I don't know how we would play it. Maybe like this. I don't know. You don't want to leave a shot, but you don't want to be awkward. Like 2 in is what you want to do, but that leaves 4 shots, right? So 11-2 was good. And now he's leaving shots with 6-5, 6-4. 5-4 has to clear the 6 point. He rolls the 6-4. Ridiculous. Is she gonna hit? I think she. I was gonna say might.
Unlucky.
Okay, so that's safe. So she's got. It's very thin. Will he roll the same number? Probably not. Okay, so well done to Andrew. Really interesting match. I think they both played pretty well, as far as I'm concerned. Let's have a look at the draw. Shall we not? So she goes and plays Barnsley. Oh, why isn't it working? Okay, it doesn't. The connection was reset. Never mind. Never mind about that. We'll go back to the match. We'll go back. And then. It was a really interesting game, actually. I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. 6 is not going to be enough. Sorry, I kind of clicked a little bit quickly there. So we've got she's going to be playing. Andrew Gibson, who is Robin Banks, is going to be playing Barnsley, John Barnes, who's still the #1 rated player in the UK. I believe this here, Willem S. Tarek Siddiqui, is a quarter-final. So we're going to go straight into that one.
Let's continue.
Before we go back to Barnes, because I know which one we want to watch. Would anyone like to say hello in the chat? Hello. So Willem's about to win, so we will stick with this and watch Willem get the cream. Okay, so Tarek plays quickly sometimes without thinking. And that 3-1 was a case in point. Willem, I didn't get a chance to see the 6-2. So something told me that he could have cleared the 10 point, but clearly not. 6-1 is fine. So he's favourite not to leave a shot down the line, I believe. So that's no shot. It looks like he's going to get this in the bag. But as you know, yeah, 2 is... I would automatically play 2018. I agree with that. Seems natural. And then I might think about it. So, cool. No, you can't... What is... Is that a misclick? I don't think the 4-1 was a misclick. You cannot... Whatever you do, you can't... Okay, fine. He takes it back. Willem gets lucky. Great roll clearing the 10 points. Because he clear the points in order of ofs. And then it's only like 6-1, 6-3, 6-6, 5-5. And Williams played well. I've seen Willem play not as well as that performance rating, but every match is different, and he's got it. He's cleared the point. He's done well. So if presumably if this is a quarter final, he's through to the semi. He only needs to avoid the 6-1 and the 5-1, and he's done it. That should be curtains for poor Tarek. William's going to be through to the semi. I've got the sheet in front of me. I'm not showing it on the screen. We'll stick with the match. But John Barnes is going to play 6 of 6, which is Robin Banks, which is Andrew Gibson. Eugene Pritchard is playing Anna Price. Great player, much improved. Willem is playing Tarek. Well, Willem's about to beat Tarek. And Alex Polden, who I made a video on about a year ago, is playing Sean Clennell, the crafty Cockney. And we're going to either go with... We'll just watch all the matches together. That's what we'll do. So well done, Willem.
We have a winner. Willem S.
Willameth. We have a winner. Okay, so let's go. Let's exit match. We got one semi-finalist, Willem. And here on the screen we have 2 of the quarterfinals. Here we've got 49 is Alex Polden versus Sean Clennell. We're going to go with...
Let's continue.
John's playing the black checkers. So Andrew's got 4 checkers back, which is not ideal. 2-1 is, I suppose, just very boring coming up. 2-1 is a double tiger. Let's see if he does it. Yeah, okay, good. Double 3. I'm not sure if you make the 10 or the 3. 10 point. What's the 10 point looking like? Okay, it's close. So you go with your gut. You see John just makes the play instantly, and it's bound to be right because he knows intuitively what's right. Intuitively, well, there is no intuitively doesn't work here because I don't know what. Yeah, I would probably this dupes the 4. Works out well. The other play would have got hidden. 1-3. I don't know whether you. I think I could just play 20 bar 21. I'm very close to having to go to the kitchen and getting something to eat, like a banana. I'll be back. I don't want to lose any of you. Beautiful. I can rely on you. When push comes to shove, you 4 people. So they're both playing. They're flawless backgammon. Something tells me, oh, you can make the 9. You do want to make the 4 point. That's for sure. I think you want to get... Andrew wants to get his checker off the 21 point here. The logic is that John is quite keen to make the 4 point on his head. So therefore, if you don't want to make your opponent's game better, you want to do the thing that he doesn't want you to do, right? I'm not sure about this, but I would play 21. I wouldn't do this, but I'm not sure the reason. Okay. It's slightly worse than 21-10, so I wasn't wrong. 4-2, so strong, making the 4 point in the guy's face. Sorry for the apple. Don't leave me because of the apple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we should know this as like intermediate players, or maybe slightly better, that this is not a cube yet, because even though the timing's not that brilliant for white, it's still like a... There's not that much of a threat, right? He's got the anchors, it's static. So the way I see it is that unless there are some extenuating circumstances, then you wouldn't cube this. So, what's he played? Yeah, I believe it was right not to cube. So like even here, Andrew's got 3 checkers on the mid. Well, now 2, because he's just played 1 down. He's got checkers to play with, wherewith he doesn't have to leave his anchor, his 2 anchors. So what do you do here? Yeah, I mean, this looks like the natural play. So making the bar and then playing 6 to 3. But you have to think about this because, well, I think it just looks better to make the bar than the 10. So if you make the 10, and you've got this structure in front of this anchor here, it's going to be difficult. Actually, scratch that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's... My pattern recognition, however, says that it's easier to bring these checkers in when you've got the bar. However, when you've got the bar, you've got the bar now having to be cleared against the 2 point, which is what you don't want. And the fact that it obviously went yellow means that, okay, no, making the bar, and then yeah, I didn't say this, but then just leaving the shot afterwards. So often it's the play that we don't even think about which is the right play, but that's a reasonable play. Like a strong player should have that play in his arsenal. So what have we got here? We've got John thinking of doubling, but still it doesn't feel... It feels like the position is too brittle, too static.
Your opponent doubles.
At this score, this has got to be an easy take. And John is actually doubling when Andrew's position is likely to improve, in the sense that he's going to...
Your opponent takes.
Right, he takes. So now John should clear the 9 point. That creates a more flexible position. It's a good roll. What I was saying, yeah, so the double is... It's interesting. I played John last week. I've got a read on John. He's a little bit of an early doubler. A little bit of an early doubler. Now, like I said, he's doubling Andrew in a position where Andrew's offensive position is likely to improve. His board is improving. You know, even having to leave a shot on the mid for Andrew is no big disadvantage. In fact, how's John going to negotiate this? Is he going to play 2 checkers to the 3-point? This is tough. Yeah, okay, good play. Had he played 13-6, which I might well have done, he would have been hit and covered on. But you can see, like, this is a likely consequence, a likely variation of the position that we had when John doubled. And John is, like, struggling. He's struggling. He's put himself in a position where he's given away a 2 cube. Any 8 now, any 1, and any 11. And obviously if Andrew... Oh! Okay, so he was in the air. It took me a while to work it out. So you come out. John's... I mean, it wasn't likely that John was going to get hit there, but it was possible for sure. I wouldn't do that. I would just play the normal play of 14 to 12. I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe there was an even better play. Yeah, coming out. Coming out from the back, maximum coverage. So yeah, if he's only going to leave indirects, he has to do this. But it's possible that it could be better just to keep the checker on the 4-point. It's obviously something you have to think about, or at least for me, it's not immediately apparent that this is right. This means that you take away one of your good 3s and a 1 as well, actually. He takes away a 1. Like if John then rolls a 1, he comes in and rolls a 1. Let's say he comes in from the bar and rolls 2-1, plays bar 23, he would have to play 4 to 3, leaving a blot exposed on his 4-point. So that's why it's reasonable to consider this, which leaves 15 shots, 16 because double 2 hits, which is a lot, but it leaves 2 blots as well. So I think, you know, without really thinking hard, because I'm just sort of shooting the breeze here, but I don't think I would hit. I would just probably go all the way to the 17. It doesn't look right to hit. Either do this or just play to the 17, leaving all the 6s, and that's it, I believe, and double 4. So leaving 18 shots. So, but John's play was good. My play was the worst. That's really interesting. Okay. Okay, I gotta admit I didn't understand that. So 5-2, yeah.
Unlucky.
It's an easy play. Hit and cover. 5-4-2-4
Lucky.
double 2. How do you play the 1? Staying back, yeah, maybe.
Lucky.
So the 6-1 is a good number because you don't always get it safe. And now John definitely has a chance of gammoning. Like, you know, obviously when you're 5 away, a gammon is like on a 2 cube. What was the going on here? The computer didn't like that play. Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, the reason why this is big, I suppose, with this 3-2 is because you've got to try and clear the 6-point before Andrew improves his offensive position, makes the 7-point or the 8-point, and you've got to get it over with before that's likely to happen. I wouldn't have expected it to be such a big mistake. So again, like knowing that was, the 4 is forced, but knowing what we know in the past, for the past move, we know that 6-3 is going to be better than 3 off. But not by as much, probably. So he's thinking about this. If he's only got a 3 to play, then maybe 3 off is best. Not sure, but I think he's got a 4-3 to play. So what's he played? So all to play. He's really thinking about it. So yeah, again I would... It can't be right to take 2 off. I mean, okay, he does. And I was kind of called that right. It wasn't as big a mistake as the previous one, but it looks weird to leave this. You know, you can only now clear the 6 point if you roll a double 6, or you roll something that gets 1 checker off the 6 point now. Well, yeah, you're going to need 2 goes. And now, like I said, Andrew's position has improved, and this is where John doesn't want to leave the shot. So the fact that he kept the checker there on there, yeah, suggests... Oh no, he's not going to... Okay, so now this seems to be the only play. You have to rip a checker off the 6 and just hope that you don't leave a double shot. It was 6-1 or 5-1. But he is thinking about it. It's interesting. For me, I wouldn't... I'd be very surprised if it was better to play... take the checker off and leave 3 checkers on the 6 point and 2 on the 3. Yeah, I mean... It could be okay. But what's the hope here? That you don't... You're not leaving as many shots as you do if you take it off. So let's have a look and see what the other play... it would have been a 0.4 blunder. So Andrew should make the 2 point, I think, not the bar, but we're back up to 4. That makes me happy. I'm a 4 viewer guy. That's what I like. Yeah, he should make the 2 point. And the question is, what is John going to roll here? Is he going to roll a 5-4? Is he going to roll a 5-2? Maybe 5-2. 5-3. What a sicko. We got Anna watching in the jammy sod. Yeah.
Amazingly lucky.
So the gammon is... Oh, before the double 6, I was going to say. I didn't see the double 6. Before the double 6, the gammon was likely but not locked. But actually, I'm talking rubbish. It must have been like very, very likely, because now it looks like he's still going to lose a gammon. John's going to go 4-0 up. And while they're kind of just doing this, let's check out the other match in the draw. No,
Let's continue.
We didn't want that. This is a constellation which we're not interested in. Soz. I think they're probably playing on the other server. Okay, so let's go back to John.
Let's continue.
Four 2 hitting. Can you make the 4 point there? Maybe. Okay, so John means business tonight. 3 men back already. 5-1 is a decision. Okay. Yeah, it was quite close between coming in on the 24.
Unlucky.
Okay, so now Andrew will probably just make... Will he not make the ace point? I mean, it's not ideal, I know. He just hasn't sort of looked at it yet. Yeah. Just checking, because I'm just not seeing stuff. Yeah, it was right to make the ace point. 5-1 is a hitter, as Falafel used to say. 5-1, you just make the 5 point, come in and make the 5. It's a good roll. You hope that he doesn't roll a 6 or a combination thereof. And then, he does. He's going to make the 18. So you can just tell from when people take time what they're sure about, what they're not, and that's a great... what is it? It's all very useful information, but it also makes you feel confident when your opponents appears to you at least to be unsure. So that's why, and I never realised this, why lots of people make it their business to play fast, because they at least want to give the impression that they know what they're doing. And I think that's, all things considered, a good strategy to employ. You don't want to give the impression that you're not sure, unless you're really trying to confuse your opponent. There's definitely ambit for that, but generally you just want to play fast, I think. Put pressure on your opponent. So 6-5, if John's behind in the race, I don't see any reason not to just slot the 4 point. That white. Okay. I eat my words. 5 plays really close. Can't be bothered to consider them all. So yeah, maybe the logic behind this play is you need a checker out to be able to have some flexibility, to be able to, you need to be able to use that checker, otherwise you're running out of play. So Andrew's going to be up in the race. He probably doesn't want to hit because he'll be leaving a return shot. So something like not hitting seems sensible. John would want to, he wants to leave his checker on the 16 point as an impediment. Okay, it went a bit too fast. John rolled 4-1 and made his 4 point. So anything I think that leaves the checker on the 16 there looks good to me. Seems logical, you know. Oh, we gotta take back Charlie. 2016, making the 16. Okay, that came into my mind and I just dismissed it. So why would you do that? Ah, okay. So the reason why you make the 16 is because the 16 is holding 2 of these anchors in a beautiful position, actually blocking double 5s and double 4s. So it's a good deal to give up the contact and have the, yeah, that makes sense. I think I might have found that play, made that play if I was thinking. So again, there's going to be some, he's going to miss this 2016. Assuming the conditions are the same, it should be right to do the same thing, come out to the 16. But you know, if you haven't seen it one go, you're not going to suddenly have a flash of inspiration and see it. Yeah, 6-3 like just seems so harsh to have to get this brittle position, but you can't leave shots. So again, was making the 15 right there. Yeah, you see, even making the 15, holding these two points here, mate. Even though you would be, it doesn't serve you as well because you're only now blocking double 4s and double 3s, and yeah. So Yeah, he can hit and cover. It leaves whatever, like 6 shots or something, maybe more. 5-3, 5-4, 2-6, 2-3, 2-4, 8 shots. But I don't see how you can not hit and cover. Again, it's close though. So now Andrew's got a 4-point board. John can't leave the block there. Yeah, so generally Andrew's got good chances of bringing this home. It's going to go 4-1. And when it's 4-1, then he can win a gammon on a 2 cube and it can all be over. Make the bar, maybe. Hoping to get a shot now. So at the moment he's leaving all 9s, which is 5 shots. He can change that to a 7 or an 8. So now this leaves 5 shots as well, but then you have to clear the 11 point. What would you do? What would you guys do? I don't know what I would do here. Probably stay back. I think I'm going to have to watch the Champions League, you know?
Unlucky.
I say had to leave a shot. I was looking at my phone for a second. But John has to come out. That makes it a lot easier, of course.
Unlucky.
Oh, he played the 6. Okay. There's no shot this time. Any mileage in coming out? I don't think so. Okay. I think you clear the 6 point. The 4 point? No, we clear the 6. Maybe I'm wrong. 6-2. Very close. Okay, good choice by Andrew. I'm wondering why I thought it was better to clear the 6. I can't think why I thought that. 4-1, so he has to hit and play to the ace point or the deuce point. Otherwise, he's going to leave 2 blocks. He doesn't want to do that. It seems harsh, but I think this has to be done.
Unlucky.
Okay, so like 6-2 is going to be good, but 6-1 leaves 2 double shots, all sorts of things. 6-3 leaves double shots. 5-1, 4-1 is okay. So 5s and 6s, basically a lot of the 5s and 6s are really nasty. 5-4 leaves double shots. 6-4, okay. 6-2 is just the dream. Feels like Andrew's going to get out of it because John's been lucky. 2 for game.
Very unlucky.
There's still like a little bit of scare factor. Very much so. There we go. Should he hit? He'd have been hit back. Okay, so he looks like it's. It looks like it's in the bag. I kind of fancy the 2 things I fancy. 1, going to get one of my tacos that I made because I'm hungry, and 2 is having a look at other matches, trying to because I want to keep an overview of what's going on. So let's. It's going to be 4-1. Just going off over to the draw, and we're seeing that Anna Price beat Eugene. She's through to the semis. So that's going to be 7 pointers. John is 4-1 up now against Andrew, and William's playing Sean Clennell in the other semi. So maybe we can switch to William and
New
Sean.
game.
Should be playing a 7-point match. Or maybe I'm just gonna. Oh, let me not forget to go back to Heroes. There we go. Let's do a little bit of Sean and Willem. Feels like Willem's going to
Let's
win this,
continue.
right? Willem always wins this tournament. But Shawnee, hold on, couldn't he clear the 4-point? Okay. Gammon Ahoy, 4-1's not good. I mean, it's not, but it doesn't leave a shot. Should Willem come out there? All good, according to the evaluation. Evil double 1, so Sean is still, it can be saved, you see. Just needs a double 3. Easy does it,
Epic
easy. Just double
New
5,
game.
that's it. See? I fancy saving this gammon. Double 5, there you go. Bish bash bosh. So if there's a pretty stiff pace here. So here's the thing, 24, 22, 13, 10 looks natural. Yeah? 6? Okay. Yeah, 13, 8 was best. So score factor, I suppose, like Sean needs to play a little bit tight. He's 2-0 up. He wants to protect the lead. It's quite a significant lead because it's a 7-point match, 2-0 to 7. Double 2, I would hit. If all to play, I would just play 24-16. That's what I would do. Not sure why. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't make the anchor, so Willem can double here. He won't. I'm guessing he won't.
Your opponent doubles.
It's got to be an easy take, but it's a good double, and I was wrong. Excellent double. So the fact that Sean's taking his time here means that it's every chance of a pass. I don't think he should ever be passing this, even at 2-0 down. Okay. Nice take. This is why it's an easy take, because you've got any 5 and any 3 just for an even game, basically. There you go. Even game. Almost an even game, not quite. 5-4 is fantastic, makes the 7-point. So what does Sean want? Sean just wants to like roll a 3-1 basically. He's not concerned so much about making the 20-point. William's just checking his 5-4, but he'll play it. There's nothing else. 4-2. So he's not that concerned, but I think he probably should upgrade the anchor. He's going for safety rather than maximum contact. Maximum contact would dictate keeping the 22-point, I believe. But seeing that you're 2-0 up and you've been cubed, it doesn't seem like there's any reason not what. This is just a weird. Could be okay, but now you give a very good 5 because the guy's got 5 checkers on the midpoint that he's trying to get off the mid desperately, and you give him a good place to hit to get them off with. But you see, once he had that play in mind, he didn't want to. The computer confirms that coming up to the 20 was right, but Sean's play isn't that bad because he's still got the anchor. So he missed that. I think hopefully Sean will just make the 5-point. Okay, it was cool. Now I'm not so sure. If Sean's just playing this quickly, it looks wrong to me to do this. But so my insta play, if I'm playing on Backgammon Galaxy, I just make the 5-point. But sometimes I don't hit enough. This looks like he needs his fives are duplicated, meaning Willem's fives are duplicated if you make the 5 point. So Sean's completely confused. Like he's not sure how to. His pattern is not helping his pattern recognition, and he makes the right play, which is. Wow, the plays are really close. So that's a very legitimate kind of taking back and putting the checkers back and there and back and there and back because it was so close. So kudos to Sean. I didn't think that the plays would be that close. So 3-6 seems sensible just to come in and play 8-2. But good. Again, the computer thinks that's fine. So definitely Sean's going to hit now, and there's no better 2, I think, than 17-15. He could play 7-5, but then whoa. Yeah, there is. You do want to go to the 20, but like I think it would be very bad to do that. So 7-5. Okay. Yeah, 7-5 was good. Interesting, and I was leaning in favour of that. Willem's basically got safety. Again, okay, you can't leave a sixes and threes when for the guy to hit when you're 2-0 up and you're holding the cube when the guy's cubed. You just can't do that. But he's okay. He's still got the 22 point. It's not gonna fight. That makes the 5 point. No. People miss this. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. Great. 6-5 is just. It's an okay roll. It comes all the way out. Gives you flexibility. I don't know. No, you don't want to stay there and get hit. Sean, come on. Yes. So Willem's looking good to get this back to 2-all. So it's a fight. Maybe I'm going to go back to the John match. Maybe John's going to have won already. Who knows? I think it'll still be going. No. So let's find out who won. I mean, it must have been John, yeah? It's very unlikely to have been. I think John forgets to click on the challenge thing to show that he's gone through, but I'm presuming that he will now play Fish Out of Wart, which is who is Anna Price in the semi-final. We will go back to our Sean and Willem after these messages. Okay, let's go back to where. Trying to find it. Where have they gone? Oh, 7-pointer. Yeah. Oh, that's where. So John could even be playing. They might have even started their 7-pointer, but it looks like they haven't. So we're going to go back to London guy Sean Clennell.
Let's continue.
Willem's playing really nicely. I mean, if you just look at PR in isolation, which you shouldn't really, but let's just do it now. You must have taken a long time over a play here because they haven't gone much further than they were at when we left them. 3-2. You're just going to clear the 9. There's a standoff with the cats here. What are they doing? Okay, so I'm gonna, if you will just permit me, I will be back in about 15 seconds. Just stick with me, this is fun. We'll see who's gonna win the dosh. There's about 400 quid in the pot.
You have a challenge.
Hey, we're back. So, yeah, why is nothing happening here? Why are they taking... They're being very meticulous, so Willem is making sure of everything in this bearing. 6-5, and he actually leaves a shot, so he hasn't made sure very well. Unfortunately for him.
Unlucky. Epic luck.
Fuck me, he hit back. I didn't even see I was fiddling with...
Your opponent doubles. New game.
I would have taken a little bit of time over that recube on both sides. I mean, yeah, it seemed like a redouble and a pass. But if Sean doesn't roll a 5 or a 6, which is why he redoubles, obviously, then he's in trouble. It's a huge pass. But I would have taken time. No shame.
Very lucky.
I mean, why not? What a roll. Not sure what. He just didn't see it. Sean just didn't see that. I mean, I can't believe. Who wouldn't have made that play if he saw it? If he saw the alternative. Excuse me, I'm just eating a taco.
Lucky.
Yeah, I have to say Sean is like
Lucky.
slightly inconsistent. He's really strong, and then he kind of misses things. And anyway, back to what have we got? We can have it. We can hit twice here.
Lucky.
Oh, it was 5-3 from the bar. Okay.
Very unlucky.
So Willem, there was some possible cube action there. Willem just rolled. I'm guessing he didn't think it was too good. Maybe he did think it was too good, but I don't think it was.
Your opponent doubles.
So this looks stronger than the position where he just rolled.
New game.
Yeah, so it was too good. That was too good, and then he missed a big double before. That's a shame. So 6-3 is going to be a hitter. Yep, like this. just leaves a weird. It's weird that that's the right play, considering it drags a checker off the 8 point, but it just is. It's so important to hit on the 5 point. We're up to 6 viewers. This is like a party, dude. This is a party. So what? We've got 3 to play. But he didn't think about making the bar. So do you make the opponent's bar here? It looks a bit iffy to give up the chance to make your own bar and get hit with 6s or 5s. I'm not sure what I would do. Probably this. Seeing that I see the analysis and then it doesn't come up with a mistake. Yeah, I'd probably do this. No, I would have done that, honestly. 5-3 hitter. So yeah, I'm playing as Sean here. Yeah, I'm 4-1 up. I just rolled the 5-3. I said this in I think my game with Becca or with John, that now that I'm in that position where I've hit, I don't have to be worried about being cubed. And when I'm 4-1 up, the thing I'm most concerned about, I think, is being cubed, getting it into a position where my opponent is able to legitimately double me. And so after rolling the 3-5 and hitting, I've got my opponent with 3 men back. I know that I'm not going to face a difficult or any cube decision. Maybe my opponent will double prematurely, but I won't face a legitimate cube decision for a while. And that takes a lot of the pressure off. And I presume that since that's what happens with me, that's what happens with lots of other players. That's the same process. So 5-3 looks like it's right to make the 3 point. You can't play safe. You might as well. If you can't get the guy safe, then make an improvement in your position. It looks right to make the 4 point. But not necessarily, actually. So just making the 10, making the 21, 23 to 20 is also a perfectly logical. Yep. So it's a good play. 3-1 again. So now he sees it. It seems like the right play. A6 is a miss. So, you know, when Sean would have been making that 3-1 play, knows that he has to do it, but knows that it leaves some returns. And when he doesn't get hit back, again, it's like that feeling of, great, I'm not going to be cubed. So what was this 1-6 that Willem played that the computer thinks is okay? So he's, after playing it, he's like totally even money. But it wasn't the top play. I would never have made that play. 3-6 is an easy play, I think. I'm not sure. So you're never sure whether the opponent's just like bending down or scratching their willy or who knows what they're doing. So yeah, easy play. 4-2, he's going to make the 3 point, I think. Better than making the ace, surely. But he's thinking about it. Yeah, I'm not sure, I have to say. I would make the 3 point, but the fact that if he makes a 3 point, yeah, I'm more confident. What a great roll. I rolled 4-4 against Becca, similar sort of position. I could get all the men safe and just leave one shot, which is what Sean is able to do here, which he should do. So just play 21-13 and play 11-7, paying off to 4 and 1-6. And at some point, yeah, this is again like what Firstly, I have an aversion to taking back, but that's just a personal thing. Secondly, like the take back when you do that and consider hitting on the ace point is it's so anti what you're trying to do in the position, and you've just rolled like
Lucky.
You're like basically the best number or the second best number. So Sean is like closing in on a cube. Right, the cube has been turned. What the fuck? When did he cube? Yeah, so Sean cubed after the 1-6. I didn't see this. And this is what Sean does. No disrespect, but... So, no double, his equity would have been 0.335. After the double take, his equity goes down to minus 0.065. That's an equity difference between what the no double equity is at 0.335 of 0.4. That's enormous. And it says here that unless there's a 37.6% chance of your opponent passing, it's arguable whether there is. I mean, it's a high percentage. Then you just can't afford to do that. And I didn't even see that Sean cubed. And these are the kind of things that make a huge difference in matches. If Willem gets a turnaround and, you know, he gets to recube and Sean has to take, or even if Sean passes. And then he actually ended up making this double foreplay. Oh, no, he ended up making it on the next go when there was a similar opportunity. Yeah, I can understand, so not leaving as many shots, but or attempting to not leave as many shots by switching, but yeah, I think Sean's making mistakes where I'm not sure why. Maybe a little bit of pressure, I think. I think he feels the pressure. And I can relate to that, totally relate to that. But sometimes, if you're not 100% sure in backgammon, then it can certainly ramp up the pressure. The uncertainty, the doubt creeps in, and yeah, it's not a nice feeling. But he's done well. He could even just win this now if he gets ridiculously lucky. So John is watching, which means he's not playing Anna. He's waiting to play Anna. There's still like a very... So how many... So you've got 8 checkers left? No, 9. Okay. We're down to 3 viewers. You know what that means? That means Champions League. That means stream is over. That's my bargaining chip. Okay, so 6-1. John is about to play Anna. Excuse me. 3-6 is a great shot. And a disappointment if you're black, obviously, because you were looking good. But 2-4 kind of sets you back into the right. He's just missed this. He's missed it again. So he's missed... Like, he's not missed it now because he's seen it, but he semi-missed it, which is... Yeah, if you miss plays in backgammon, then it's like... It's bad. There's nothing you can do. If you miss it, you miss it, but... You shouldn't be missing it. So Sean's looking good now with his opponent having 3 men back. Now he's got the bar as well. So again, yeah, no, maybe he was doing something else. So 3, you want to hit, but if you're going to hit on the 10 point, then you're going to have to play 8-2, hitting twice, which is ugly to me at least. Okay, Willem goes for it. Willem loves hitting. It's the right play. I might have made a big mistake, made the 3 point. So now he can just make the 5 point. Nice, nice, nice. So William's playing okay, pretty well. Comes in on the 20, plays 24. I guess you just get no. There's no reason why you wouldn't take one of the 3 checkers off the 1 point there. And then I think Sean should play 24, 22, 23, 18. What's this? Yeah, this is just like when someone's, maybe he's tired, he's just not in form, he's struggling. So, yeah, this looks like the play. But anything that doesn't, I mean, you don't want to strip the mid, so you don't want to play 13-8. You don't want to do that. You see, in order to get the plays right, you need to look at what your opponent's numbers do after. So, if the fact that Sean's even considering this with the other plays is it's just such a different, completely different play that it doesn't bear considering with. So coming out to the 16 was the right play, so he did find the right play, and then my play was only third. I was actually quite sure about my play, so there I was completely wrong again. That's a great number, so he should just make the 21 and the 5. No, really, this is nice, but can you afford not to make the 5 here? Yeah, he's again. Sean is. I don't like this either. Yeah. So I think the 2 that are forced are 24, 21, and then yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, why would you look at? You need to know that 24, 21 twice is mandatory in any possible play, and then you can choose the other 2. But I still think that the 5 point is going to be a lot better than. Okay, no. Okay, so the 3 point, according to this, and then Sean's play of making the 5 and the 3 point wasn't that far away. That's, yeah. I have no idea. So 1, 2. I mean, this again seems easy, but I don't want to say anything because, yeah, it's 4, 5. Just play 15, 11, 13, 8. Yep. I mean, you've got 6-1 down. You've got to go for it. You've got to try and put your checkers in positions. 5-2. Wow, I didn't even see it can make the 4 points, so that's a no-brainer. No, this. I mean, this has got to be not even worth thinking about, seeing that the alternative is so strong. And it looks like Sean's going to win now. And double threes are again a good follow-up. It wasn't assured. I mean, after making the 4 point, well, I would make the reason I think double three is a good roll precisely because you can get to the 18. So he could even go to the 15 with 2 of them. This looks good. Let's just see if Sean can bring this home. I mean, it's looking very, very thin for Willem. He splits with the 1, that's like, I would have thought insane, but the computer, I would shift twice, but I'm not sure about this. I would play 7 to 2 twice, 6 to 1 twice. So now if you do this, or if you make the 8 point, then any 1 is going to give your opponent a decent game. Now, but if you, why wouldn't? Ooh. Okay, the computer likes his play. I would have made I think the 3rd play. Is that a double 5 for Willem? Wow, okay. But it's still not going to be enough. Is there any argument for leaving the shot now? Probably not. Feels like Willem's going to get a shot, but even if he does, I think that's going to be a good night from me, because I'm going to watch the rest of the Champions League. Yeah, maybe staying there. So now 4s don't pick and pass. I mean, I would probably do that, as ugly as it is. That's good play, I think. Even if it was wrong, it's good play. Yes, so Willem gets a shot, but I mean, maybe Sean can roll the 1-6, but it looks like this game is not going to end. It's so disappointing when you're like in such a strong position, and then you can't pay now, and then the position gets worse and worse and worse, and then you have to eventually pay, leave the shot, and then you get hit, and then you think, well, why didn't I just leave the shot when a few goes ago and get it over with? But you just can't do that, because leaving a shot is usually unnecessary. Okay, so there's some hope. So anything without a 4 and a 1. Nice. I think I would switch as well. I was about to say that he could take 3 off, but switching is good. And I don't think Sean's going to be able to win this from here. The fact that Willem's taken... How many checkers has he got off? This looks weird. Could be right. He wants to take a checker off. Who am I to argue? I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, nice. Just because Sean's got a 4-point board, it's not very strong. And he has to leave, and that's going to be it. Okay, so the 3 of you that stuck around, thank you very much for watching. I very much enjoy doing this. So, labour of love. And subscribe or whatever. Subscribe twice, even if you're subscribed. And like and everything. And donate. Give me all your money.
New game.
Alright, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.
Your opponent.